So we're starting off with our spoolie brush, and you're going to use this to brush your brows in an upward and side-like manner. Okay, the first half of your brow, you should brush it upward, and as you move along towards the tail of your brow, you should brush the hair in a side-like manner, just following the pattern in which your brow grows. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Eco Styler gel, and I'm going to be using this to help set the brows nicely and make sure there is no fly out from my brow hair. Okay, and you want to apply a very little amount, but spreading it generously across the brow. Remember, we have done our foundation and concealer, and you do not want gel all over your face or all over your foundation, so just a little goes a long way. I'm also going to be taking my Down Beauty blender that I used to blend in my concealer. I'm going to be using that to just dab on my brows so that any excess gel is taken care of, and it also helps the hair sit in place as well. So I'm going to be using this black brow pencil. I'm going in with black because I have just suddenly started liking how my brow looks with a black pencil, but if you prefer a brown pencil, you can also go in with that. And I'm just going to be following the direction in which my brow grows and the direction that we have brushed the hair. So you can see at the beginning part, I'm doing upward like strokes, and then as I move on towards the tail of my brow, the strokes begin to bend sideways, just in the manner in which we have brushed the hair previously. You want to make sure you're doing it like this so that it doesn't look harsh, and you're going back with your spoolie brush to just blend everything nicely. You want to take your time to brush out the strokes that you have made, and so that everything just blends in seamlessly. And as a matter of fact, the brows are actually looking great right here. If you would like to stop here, I mean, it looks great to me. You definitely can, but we can still go ahead and add some finishing touches. So I'm just going to do the other brow in similar manner. Alright, so next step, we're going to be going in with our concealer, and you want to use a lighter shade for underneath your brows. I'm going to be using the concealer that I used for my face, and I'm going to be using this flat brush from Thegirlzkorner. It is so amazing, I absolutely love it. And yeah, that's my concealer from Flawless Ivy. Product description is in the description box below, and you're just going to be taking a little. I'm not a fan of putting a lot of concealer underneath your brows because I'm still going to go in with concealer when I want to do my eyeshadow. So I just like to use a little that I can easily blend out, so just smoothing the underneath of my brows. And I'm doing this with the help of this flat brush, and you're just going to smoothen out the lower borders of your brow nicely. And after applying the concealer underneath your brows, you also want to use your beauty blender to just blend everything out nicely. Blend that concealer. You don't want it looking like a harsh line when you're done with the rest of your makeup. So you want to make sure you blend it. If you can use the brush to blend it, that's great, but I also like to just go in with my beauty blender as well. And when I'm using my concealer to conceal my eyelid for my eyeshadow, it also gets to that part of my brow, and so everything blends out nicely at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm just brushing up any other flyaways, and now to conceal the top of my brows, remember we've done our foundation, so I'm using the exact foundation that I used to conceal the top part of my brow. You don't want to use a lighter shade and then it's so obvious that you conceal the top of your brows, so you want to use something that blends in, and as you can see, I'm blending it to the rest of my forehead, so everything just sits nicely and it's a seamless finish. And I'm going to be doing that on the other brow. As you can see, just blend it out nicely. You can see that I'm not touching the immediate beginning part of my brow. Okay, I like to leave that place just sparsely like that because it gives a more natural look and it makes it less defined. And you just want to blend everything out. I'm using my foundation brush to just blend it all out, and there we have it. This is the final look. Tutorial for this soft glam look is at the top of the screen. Make sure you check it out. Bye guys.